I posted something on Facebook, and it was from David Banner. He was saying that he's not cocky, he's confident. He's tired of, doing everything for everybody, minimizing himself, selling himself short, that type of thing. But the statement that he said that resonated with me was his friends told him, "You keep acting like Jesus to everyone, and then excuse me, and then you don't realize why you wound up on the cross." And the reason it resonated to me was because I think, myself included, a lot of people have been the savior and salvation of others, but at the cost of their own mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual boundaries, balance, and well being. So, fast forward Saturday, I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and he was saying that his health was all out of control. His cortisol levels were high. He was super anxious all the time, and he was experiencing panic attacks and struggling with how to navigate his feelings first and foremost, and then what to do about them, like talking to somebody else. So he was saying, I'm a black man. I was raised a certain type of way, raised in a certain type of neighborhood. You don't think that these are common things. You don't think that, anybody's going to understand. So he called up his closest homeboys, what he said, and he said they actually got together with four other men, and they all talked about it. So they had their own, like, little support group. And he said his friend, he said to the friend, "Have you ever had a panic attack?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, I sure have," and explained, what happened during that attack. And David, he felt heard, he felt seen, he felt understood. I think a lot of people hesitate to seek assistance because you don't know how it's going to be received. You don't know if you're going to be judged. You don't know if you're going to feel embarrassed. You don't know if the person's going to use the information at a later date to humiliate you or try to manipulate you in some way. It's a lot of reasons why we don't do the things that may be best for us. So I have been like really called to start using my mental health background to try to help others through, technology, through social media, because we're using our resources to reach as many people as we can. I used to have a friend, and she's a therapist as well, and she would do like mental health Mondays, but she would talk about, a certain topic and then how it applies to everybody else. I do my things a little different. I talk about how it applies to me, like the experiences that I've had, because I just think that they're relatable and people resonate with them. I have been overwhelmed. I've been significantly stressed out. My hair has fallen out. I have been overweight. I've had skin issues from overextending myself, being resentful for it because there was no reciprocity and the check-in wasn't the same from most of the people in my life. I'm not going to say that everybody was a dud and everybody, didn't have my well-being at heart, but it goes back to what I said at the beginning. Sometimes we can't ask for help, and then sometimes we cannot allow ourselves to receive it when it's being offered, which is, I've been in both boats pretty much. And speaking of boats, you know how you've heard that old adage, like you could be stranded at sea and you have one oar and you waiting for God to send you another oar, the universe, however you see it, right? And a oar doesn't go by, but a stick went by, a board went by, a piece of wood, a plank, something that you could have used as an oar to get yourself back to shore, to save yourself, came past you, but because it wasn't what you thought it should be, it didn't look how you thought it should look, you didn't accept it, and you weren't able to be saved. You didn't get the help, even though the help was there, right? So I think that's another thing that we should start paying attention to, exploring all avenues and aspects, assess and address. I always say, you need to be your own hero and you need to save yourself. That doesn't mean be a loner. That doesn't mean take on the weight of the world. That means assess and address. You know your life. You know your thoughts. You know your feelings, and you know your situation. Do you need help from an outside source? Do you have an outside source, known or unknown? And then if you don't, what can you do that is realistic, a realistic, obtainable goal that's going to help you move forward in your life, that's going to help you feel better so that you can have the life that you deserve. And on the other side of that, have people ask you, do you need assistance? No, 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 I got it. No, 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 I got it. I'm tired of having it. I don't have it. I don't have it. I've had to ask for help a lot recently, and guess what? I have received it. I have received it. No shame in my game. Nope, I don't got it. Nope, I can't do it. Please help me. Thank you. I appreciate it. We sometimes aren't taught directly to not ask for help or to not accept help, but indirectly through the things that are, mirrored and displayed in our lives. So you may have seen those examples growing up. You may have taken on, these traits and you don't even realize how or why. The beauty about being an adult, and I just said this, it's not an automatic shift. I'm not a kid anymore. You can't control me. You can't tell me what to do. You can't emotionally manipulate me or maneuver my life for me. Take the reins of your adult life. Decide what you want it to look like. Try to understand why maybe you aren't getting the things that you want and need, and then make a plan for how you need to move forward so that you can be healthy, happy, and have the life that you deserve. Make good choices, be blessed, take time for yourself without feeling guilty. And it's okay if people don't understand it. Do what's best for you, and life will get better, I promise.